Alright, I'm live. Hello everybody. Another wonderful day. Alright, there you go. Alright, what am I doing? Probably leveling lady was the last thing I did. Yeah. Hey Teresa, you're up early. I'm up on time. It's 6 AM for me, and I'm supposed to start every stream at 6 AM. I just never do. Normally it's like slightly after though. So yeah, like my proper schedule is supposed to be 6 AM to 8:30. Oh, so 8 o'clock. Monday to Friday, but I never stick to it. I want to start sticking to it again. So I'm going to try and go over this whole week that way. I don't want to do that. Alright. Let's do... go... What can we do there? Oh, okay, I'm off today. I'm eating breakfast and gonna play Dreamlight Valley. Oh, you're playing Dreamlight Valley. How's your new computer holding up? Let's correct this. What was that? I can't remember the last thing I needed to give her. The red daisy. Alright. It's great. Nice. Yeah, it should run nice smooth. The specs are nice. I need a new graphics card, but good luck me getting one. Oh. Where's a red daisy? Oh, I should check my dream team. Hi, Spy. Oh, look, the my two dream team people are here. We've got Spy and Teresa. Spy, you last logged in yesterday. Nice. Why is that? I think. Team feed. I'm gonna check the team feed. There's Teresa's taking a photo with me with the evil one. Why'd you take a picture of the evil one? Yep, you unlocked Lady and the Tramp realm. Nice. Yes. At least you're not going around taking pictures of freaking Minnie. Daisy. Did I just not move the daisy yet? I have not moved it yet. Because it was a duty. Well, so was taking a photo of Mickey. I don't see a Mickey on there. Explain that one, miss. Taking a picture because it was a duty. Teresa. I'm not very good with names. Agitate the click. No, we just don't like Minnie on the stream. I think it's pretty clear. Like, Minnie is the worst. Everyone knows this, and everyone, some reason, doesn't really admit it. And I don't know why, but it's fairly obvious. I forgot about that. Thanks, Yasmin. I really appreciate you reminding everyone of that. That's great. Thank you. I completely forgot that we set that up. Don't you have something else to do? Yes. Instead of terrorize me. I just realized, for some reason, like recently, the sound's been coming through both my headphones and the speaker. I'll deal with that. I'm trying to find the freaking daisies. Looks like I've moved everything, but I can't find the daisies. What's this one? Oh, there's a these ones. Right. Oh, that needs to go. Where's my rose? I'll put there. It's the rose. Put somewhere. What do you think of the Star Pass rewards? I've done page 1 already. I think they're very meh. I think the best page is page 1, and then past that, it's kind of like, eh. I'm not much of a clothes guy though, so there it is. Wait, are you? Yes, I'm rejigging everything. So this is going to be my plants now. This area here. Slowly coming here. This is going to be my gems. My gems are going to be all up here. This one's I haven't really done much, but slowly getting there. That allows me to move a whole bunch of stuff around, and I moved the movie theater here. So this is my downtown area now. And this is my storage area up here, which means I can get rid of all this, so I can add more food areas and kind of just spread it out a little bit. So, because I've been able to move a lot of the characters to other areas, so. And obviously my fish plot. And I'll kind of stretch that out a little bit. It's a work in progress, but I want to get this right, and then we'll work on the individual areas. still don't know where my damn red daisy, because I've moved everything, so the daisy should be around. I moved everything to the funny island except for Gothel. She's stuck in the glades and by herself forever. That's fair. That's fair. I moved all the characters to like all the expansion pack areas so I can customize it. I'm gonna make Storybook Vale pretty much Toontown. That's just gonna be a whole big Toontown, so I want to do something with that. But I want to get back into like my goals and stuff. I think I fell out of love with Dreamlight Valley for a while, and I think it's just bummed me out that I can't buy everything from the shop anymore because it's just too much. Oh, there's the daisy. There we go. Alright, where's Lady? There she is. I do hope we can eventually move Gothel though, and Elsa. And there's rumors that that's in the works, but it just seems weird after like 3 years we still can't move her, and she's just in the way. There. I have 16 million gold. Why have you got 16 million gold? That's too much gold. So I'm buying everything at Scrooge's. Yeah, Elsa trapped in Valor. Oh my gosh, yeah, it seems a bit weird to have them still there. I think you should have the ability of be able to like nominate houses that the ones that don't really have a house can live in, like Timon, Pumbaa, stuff like that. You should be able to nominate a house for them to live in, and then once in a while they just, when they go to sleep, they're just inside that house. That would make things a lot easier. Oh, stack of those. Where is it? There we go. That's right, I can sell those. Yeah, Olaf is stuck in a cave. No, he lives with Kristoff and Elsa. Yeah, exactly. And I do find it a bit silly. Like, I think the problem is it's a design, and I've said this many times, it's a design game with very limited design ability. That just seems weird. Alright, we'll use my leveling machine. Hopefully we get Lady. We should level the gooses straight off the bat. To max level, but once Lady's done we can put away the machine. For at least another, what, 6 weeks? I don't know what the cycle is at the moment. I do feel like they're winding down development though. It just, that's my gut feeling at the moment. They're winding down development and then upping the monetization. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that. Here we go. There's going to be a lot of leveling right now, so everyone bear with it. A lot. Yeah, you took a long break though, Teresa. At least it'll keep you busy. I left Ursa's house to the glade so Gothel isn't lonely, and those two deserve each other. I love them both. I like them. Like, a story can't be a story without them. And I think a lot of people saying, oh, they shouldn't be in the game. It's like, no, like, the movies aren't the movies without the villains. If you take the villains away, the story's boring. And a bit more creepy, because then, like, Sleeping Beauty is just about a guy who's found a sleeping girl and kissed her. Not a girl that's cursed. So it becomes a crime after that point. And then he becomes the bad guy. It's a slippery slope. There we go. All done. How are you doing now? Oh yeah. Level 9. Are you level 9? Cool, yeah. Only half a level to go. Alright, now what can we do? Dance over here. My lap tone screen was just so small, giving me a headache. Yeah, I can imagine that. That's why I'm glad for my 3 screens. Sorry, I'm just moving things around. There we go. Alright, so... No, that's not the one I want. Oh no. Yeah, just make sure that ticked over. Yep, cool. They have 2 screen waiting for your second to be delivered on Wednesday. Yeah, 3 screens is a game changer. Not enough people will give it an upgrade. Ooh, yeah, Aurora isn't Sleeping Beauty without Melissa's been feeling betrayed by King Stefan and jealous by Briar Rose, who he took over. Mel? Yeah. And that's why she cursed Aurora by Stefan. Said Briar wasn't love, not her. Angeline Jolie's Melissa was closest thing to original tale until Melissa 2 happened and ruined it with Phillips's parents. I will have to agree with you, mainly because I've never seen that movie. I've never actually watched Sleeping Beauty. I just know of it. But I'm sure you're 100% correct, Spy. I have got no reason to doubt that unless somebody can controversially object to it. Alright, we're gonna sell veggies. We probably could easily do that. Let's just very easily do that. Oh no, I think this counts as a veggie actually. The mushrooms counts as a veggie. Is that 6? Alright, let's go fishing for a bit. It's almost in the original story. I never liked how Philip's parents were included as villains in the second movie. It wasn't needed. Well, they needed a second movie somehow, and they needed to make up something. Because that's how corporations are. They take something that was really successful and then milk it for all it's worth. Because that's capitalism. The only company that I can honestly say doesn't do that is probably Valve. Because Half-Life 2 was extremely successful, and they just won't do Half-Life 3. Same with Left 4 Dead 2, Left 4 Dead franchise and Portal. They just like go, good enough. Which is the right, it's the right thing to do, even though I would play the hell out of Portal 3 or Left 4 Dead 3 or Half-Life 3. I would play a lot of that game. Yeah, I love for Left 4 Dead 2. I think I've still got the original game somewhere. Alright. Unfortunately, I don't have Left 4 Dead there anymore, but I have Fable. I'm excited for Fable. Playing it for the second time with friends. You mean Left 4 Dead? We all should play Left 4 Dead together at one time. That would be chaos. No, he's talking about Aurora Mars anymore. She was just the cause of Maleficent turning evil. Well, I mean, you've been given the name Maleficent. You're kind of like destined. We should. Yeah, that would be a bit messy. I'll see if I'll see if I can get him up for it one day. The ducks are having some good times. I'm excited for Fable. Like I want to upgrade my graphics card because I want to play Fable when it comes out. But I've got a feeling everything's so expensive. I've just bought a Steam Deck and I have to pay that off first. It's funny, the original tale has her as a dark fairy. The dragon came out with Disney Verse. Well, I mean, and also, I mean, but Sleeping Beauty was the first. What was the first one? Snow White was the first. I guess Sleeping Beauty, they don't want to ruin the whole fairies are good kind of thing. You never get dark fairies. No such thing as an evil fairy, apart from Tinkerbell, obviously, but apparently some think she's good. I doubt it. I bet you Tinkerbell was in the Epstein files. Where's veggies? I got cauliflower. If Disney characters were true, you know one of them would have been in there. Don't all pretend that that's not true. Goofy will definitely be in the Epstein files. Look at him. What do you mean? Oh, green veggies. God damn it, just stole a stack of cauliflower for no reason. Alright, how about sticking up? There we go. Critique. Alright. God, there's a lot of mining this time. I didn't realize dogs in Valentine's Day require... Oh, gee, yeah, that works. Valentine's Day, you know, diamond rings and all that fun jewelry. I'm getting it. I remember the animated movie, Maleficent was a dark fairy who turned into a dragon, while the 2014 live animation, she was a dark fae. And all fays are known to be evil. Well, that's a bit stereotypical. Live action movie she doesn't turn into a dragon, it's her raven Davila that does. Davila? I thought that was an interesting plot twist. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I do commend adaptations making changes. Like, because I mean, if you want a like for like kind of movie, just watch the original movie. And that's why I'm a little bit bothered at the success of the live action How to Train Your Dragon, because basically it's a like for like remake. And then they're gonna go, all right, we'll just do the sequel and we'll just do it like for like again. And it's like, we've seen that. Let's see something different, you know? But some people could argue it's not like for like because it's anime. It's live action. But I don't know. I don't agree with that. Alright, what am I missing? Not earrings, god damn it. Disney, is there a Disney option? Like that. Oh, it needs to be both. Alright. Ironically, I felt the same emotions watching that live action How to Train Your Dragon. Only Hiccup meets Toothless. The CGI was real good. Only when Hiccup meets Toothless. CGI was real good. I like Jared Butler play Hiccup's dad's that played. Yeah, I like the fact that Jared Butler like voiced the animated character and was in the live action. Apparently, they're doing the same thing with Hiccup's mother, which I think it's Kate Blanchett. Can't remember the top of my head. Oh, there she is. I'll go auto claim on. There we go. We'll turn auto claim on. Why not? Let's just smash these out. Order resets. Cool. Yep, it's her voice is the voices about car. Yeah, I think she's going to be in the next one. And I kind of like that kind of thing. I think that helps redeem it a little bit. It just sucks that other voice actors can't do their bit, but I mean, that's kind of obvious. They're my age. Pick your critter companion. Alright, let's get critter companion now. We'll go Pegasus, because everyone likes Pegasus. There we go. Do we have any mining ones? Someone. Oh, one. Yeah, I fell in love with her Lord of the Rings. She's great. Alright. Polish off some. Oh, we need 2 more. We'll do the Forgotten Lands one there, and then meal. A sort of live action Moana trailer that's really dragging out the Dwayne Johnson's reveal. I think it's because he doesn't look good. I mean, it seems a bit weird that they're not revealing what he looks like, really. And I think it's just because he doesn't look that good. And because I mean, everyone knows he's going to be it. I mean, there's not really any secret here, and there's no point to hide it unless it's not that great. I think it would be another Scorpion King sit. It would be quite funny if it was. After all this time, after him being pretty much like mocked for something that he had no control over. It goes back to that. I mean, to be honest, he's lost quite a lot of favor with a lot of people. He sounds pretty arrogant enough himself. And the whole, like, whine thing that he was like asking people to donate, but he wasn't donating himself. And yeah, I don't know. I just don't know if I don't think he's a good person. The more I hear about him, I think he's reached that point of arrogance, and I think he's fallen out of favor with a lot of people. Yeah, him and Oprah, exactly. Seems weird if millionaires are begging for people to donate and asking for money when they're not actually donating themselves, and it's their land that's being protected. Yeah, it's gross. It's like the Vanderbeek stuff, where like they're putting out this saying, "Hey, please donate to the kids', futures and all that stuff," even though like just before he died, they bought like $4.5 million property. I was like, you really need the help, but they kept that secret. They just didn't tell anyone that they were doing that. They just did it. Yeah, it's that kind of just. I mean, I feel bad. No one wants to lose your dad to cancer. It sucks. I mean, my nieces are going through that. I mean, I lost my brother-in-law, and that all sucks. But I don't see anyone donating us $1 million. Like, what the fuck? They're way better off than the majority of people out there. Harvest 5 different fruits. Alright, well that's not different. Oh, there you go. I guess different fruits don't really count. Pink flowers. Or maybe I could dump like flowers and pick them up again. Oh no, it's 20. When he got fired from DC during Black Adam, he asked to join the Fast films when the originals killed off Jason Momoa's character. I hated that. Yeah. Yeah, it did just... I mean, the minute they went to space, whoever was writing that script was like, is this too far? And the answer should have been yes. Like, It's a car movie. You don't go to space. Fuck's sake. Mandy Moores, who has a millions, created a GoFundMe for a brother-in-law. That could be a little bit different, but I don't know Mandy Moore's kind of financial situation, but I know that she's not exactly as famous as she was. I understand if you're like like 90s famous or 2000s famous, like 20 years is a long time. She's a How do you know that? How do you know Mandy Moore's a millionaire? I don't know anything about the current Mandy Moore. All I know is that she was famous in like the 90s and 2000s, so you might not have a lot of money nowadays. She was literally on a hit show just now. What hit show was she on? This Is Us. What's This Is Us? I don't know. I don't know what This Is Us is. Is that a show? Jesus. It's a show about the Bible? Oh yeah, the Bible nutters are pretty cray-cray. They give money to like I don't understand those like mega churches. Like, why would they donate into a mega church? It's like just burning your money. Like, do you really think God wanted this person to spend all your money on a car? Really? Not Dave protecting the rich. I did not protecting the goddamn rich. I just assumed Mandy Moore wasn't doing anything. It's not me protecting the rich. I didn't know she was still working and had a lot of money. That show is emotional, and I'm like, whatever. I don't even know what the show is. Anyway, multimillionaires should be funding their own projects. I do agree with that. I just didn't know Mandy Moore was a millionaire. Sorry for not knowing the current financial state of all the celebrities in the world. Or used to be celebrities. I saw this reunion thing The Rock did with Brendan Fraser and pissed me off. The Rock stole his role in Journey 2, stole the Mummy movie 2. The Rock is famous now because of Fraser. I'm glad Brendan's back for that shit. The Oscar. Yeah, I don't think. I think The Rock tried to get an Oscar with the what was that new movie that he looks real different in? I don't want to say Killing Game, but there was like this new movie that was like really artsy and shit. And I think he was really gambling on him getting an Oscar for that. And I think he was talking it up so much, and then it came out and no one gave a shit. I can't remember what it was called. Yeah, I mean, Fraser was blacklisted because he stood up for himself. And it's sad when you know that in hindsight. The problem is at the time no one did anything. And the problem is, the ones that didn't do anything then haven't exactly been called out for. And I think that's classy on Brendan to do that. It's just an action star I want to produce. He's an action star who's losing his star. And I think that's what's happening there. And when a star is out losing his starness, they start to panic. So, be interesting to see. Hey Joe. Oh shit, Noah's online. Good to see you, mate. It's been a long time. Hi Joe. You might need to... How long ago has it been? I think because you called me Noah, it might be very long, because people just call me Dave now. Well, I wouldn't say now. They've always called me Dave, because that's my name, but no one really calls me Noah anymore. Fungus. Yeah, I remember when you first got here, you told me to call you Dave. Over a year. Ah! I guess I was being called Dave at that point. Maybe two. I don't know, the best way to know how long you've been, do you know about my heart transplant? Because if it's a yes on that, it means you've been here recently. If it's a no on that, it means you've been away for a while. So the question, Joe, do you know that I need a heart transplant? No. Okay, so you've been, and it's been over 2 years now since that. So it's been over 2. But so basically I got very, very sick, and currently my heart runs on a machine, which is in my pocket. Actually, the control unit's in my pocket. The actual machine's plugged into my heart, but it's in here. Yeah, that's the control unit. Oh. I've got it wrapped around here. Yeah, that's the control unit. And I need a heart transplant. Because my heart was born with 2 exit ports instead of 3. And it burned itself out. And switch. Oh yeah, I should do that. Where's my big cam? There we go. Big cam. There you go. This is the machine that it runs on. Well, this is the control unit. The actual machine is plugged into me right here. So it's plugged in right here. I don't know if you can see it. I actually can't see it. There you go. There we go. It's plugged in right here. This is where it's plugged into. Yeah, I need a heart transplant, and if you see the fundraise on the screen, that's me fundraising for my recovery after my heart transplant. So, in hindsight, I'll be able to hopefully get 12 months off, but it all depends on how much I fundraise. At the moment, I'm looking at about 7 or 8 months, because in New Zealand, it's paid for if it was an accident. It's not paid for if it's a genetic situation, because they assume if it's a genetic situation you would have been knowing it for a long time and all that shit. So and it's only the time off work that I need to pay for, though. I don't need to pay for the actual heart transplant. That would be like millions of dollars. But yeah, that's the story of my life. How are you going, Joe? What's new with you? I'm still learning to walk again, and I had to go on long walks, stretch your legs. Yeah, everyone's got their shit as well. Like, that's a very good point, Spy. Oh, I saw on big screen, sorry. There you go. God, I'm bad. I'm a bad streamer, man. Why do I even bother? I need to find... well, I'm gonna have to let the mushrooms respawn, because I don't think they'll find any more bushes around. I'll border all them earlier. I guess we'll just do some mining then. Pink gems. I like pink ones. Sunlit Plateau. Sunlit Plateau and Foster Heights. Alright, I'll do that. You got a stent in your heart about a year ago. Yeah, it was so weird. Like when I was admitted to hospital, because remember, because the condition that I have, we didn't know about until I was 38, so 2 years ago, when it all went down. I thought I was fine, and I was in hospital for so long that I learned all about stents, and people were brought in all the time to get a stent done, and there was weird, like there was a range of different reactions when it came to stents. Some people freaked out, like not knowing that it's like a really fucking simple procedure, and that like I would love to have done instead of what I've got. You had a heart attack with my lawn. Oh, that would have been rough. Just lucky you fell the right way and it wasn't some Final Destination shit. But yeah, people coming in and getting stints all the time, and I even had to reassure like grown men that look, dude, don't worry, it's nothing. It's like you'll be fine. Let's go. I started to slightly become a little bit of a counselor. That's how long I was in hospital for. But I'd also discovered fentanyl was a great drug. And I mean that in the medical way, not in the abuse of fentanyl way. I meant it in the medical way. I should really clarify. They dosed me up in fentanyl, and I hallucinated of spiders everywhere. But I knew there were spiders, so I went free, and I knew it was a hallucination, so I wasn't freaking out at all. That and ants. It was spiders and ants. And I knew that it was a hallucination. I asked my partner, like, I know this may sound weird, but right now there's no ants and spiders on the wall, right? That's all in my head. And she was like, yeah. So it's weird. I was self-aware of my hallucination. Yeah, my legs surgery was 7 months ago. I had to stop physio and the pain. Counseling for 4 months. I'm still doing exercise good. That's the most important bit. I still can't walk on my tippy toes. I can't either, let's be honest. Like, how many people can actually walk on their tippy toes successfully? Let's be honest. Everyone try that right now. Some of you will fail. I still can't cross pedestrian. Can't walk across the street without using some kind of crossing lights or traffic lights. I mean, that's fair. Everything's loose now. My joints and crack pop every time. If I don't stretch my legs, I get cramps and calves. I do that, but that happens to me too. But so you make me question how broken I am. All right, blue gems. All right, we'll go for, because the blue gems in the mine don't seem to be popping very much. So let's go for aquamarine. Does a picture. Well, I should have said Joe. Are you feeling alright now though? Is like that once the stent got in, you're all good? Because most experiences I find is once they got the stent in, things start to go smoothly for you. I'll leave that. Where's Lady? Oh yeah. How close are you to 10? God, you're not even close. God damn it, Lady, get your shit together. Yeah, it is rough though, Spy. I think the worst, the worst thing about everything I've been through is just the notion that your body is failing you. And that's hard, because there's nothing you can do about it. Like, if you're hungry, you go eat something. If you're thirsty, you go drink something. If your body isn't working right, you can't do much, and it sucks. And it really brings you down sometimes. Everything used to be stiff in my joints, and my muscles hurting. I told you I had this chronic pain in your legs, yeah. I feel better now. I feel like my legs more. It's just now I'm getting cramps in lower legs and hammies. I'm just not used to it yet. Yeah. Your body failing is the worst. And I want to, like, I keep telling myself that what I'm going through right now, there's an end for it once I get my heart and stuff, but it's not that easy. And I've heard so many horror stories, and this is my own fault, reading on Reddit and stuff, of things not being so smooth. And it gets in your head after a while. I feel fine, but my two other valves are 40% clogged. Just keep getting yourself checked, mate. That's the best you can do. And catch it early. That's the big thing that they told me about me, is that if they knew 10 years earlier, 5 years earlier, they could have done something. They could have had a quick surgery for me, replaced the valve, and then I would have been fine. my heart would have been saved. Yeah, so trust me, you'd rather have a stent than a whole new heart. Or you having your heart plugged into a damn machine. Oh, there's a blue one. Ah, it doesn't look like any other blue ones, damn it. Just keep fed up. That's what the future of streaming is going to be about. It's going to be a whole bunch of millennial old people complaining about their health problems online. My dad said I need to walk without my cane. I can walk around the house normally now. Walls are narrow from my bedroom to the kitchen, etc. No problem, but outside the house, yeah, into town. I have panic attacks around construction sites, which is how I had this nasty fall in August 2020. I had to leave work because of COVID and due not being able to walk at work. It was like, yeah, very true. And plus, if you got sick, maybe you would have, you probably eventually did get COVID, but if you got sick in the early days of COVID, you probably would have fucked yourself up even more. Like they often say, and the doctors have said this, and I agree with them, is that if I got COVID in the early days, I probably would have died. My heart wouldn't be been strong enough. It's because I got the vaccine before I got... Not vaccine. Is it the vaccine? No. Immunization. Not immunization. It would be vaccine, yeah. I got the vaccine, the COVID vaccine, before I got COVID. Is the reason why I got through it. Is because my body was able to fight off the worst of the disease, and then ended up being okay. But they suspect if I got COVID in the early days without the vaccine, my heart probably wouldn't have been able to hold out. So how does that work in New Zealand? Are you on the waiting list for the heart? Is there a priority? So in New Zealand, it is all covered. So it's all free. In America, it's like $1 million or something ridiculous like that. We looked it up the other day, priced it all up. So I've got an LVAD put into me. I think that's $800,000, and then like the heart transplant and the follow-up stuff is like $1 million on top of that. It's ridiculous in America, but it's all covered, and so pretty much I'm on the heart waiting list. They fly me up to Auckland. It's a city just north of where I am every 6 to 3 months for checkups, just to make sure I'm all good. Now, they did say previously the longest person someone's been waiting is 18 months, and I'm at 24. So I've broken the record there, but the problem is everything is fine. Because I'm a single organ failure, so my liver's fine, everything like that, they can afford to wait. And so we're just waiting for the perfect heart. But typically people in my situation are a lot older, and typically they are more in a rush because other organs are failing. But because other organs aren't failing with me, that's the reason why I'm waiting for so long. But the good thing is it's all paid for. So I'm not really going to complain. If someone's going to come around and say, hey, we're going to give you a free heart transplant, you're not going to say no to that. If you need one, that is. You probably will say no to that if you don't need one. And from my understanding, there's only 4 people on the list, the waiting list for us, which is pretty good. But I keep on being shoved to the bottom just because of my situation. There's always someone that's like needs it more than me. But the longer I'm on the list, the more likely I'll get it. Yay! Alright, that's all done. Open up fresh memories. God damn it. think I used all the memories. Oh, it's floating out. I think I used all the memories. Damn it. I'm gonna just do this real quick. Maybe. Oh, there's memory. There you go. Should just do all this farming. Just the replanting is annoying. Oh. Yeah. Oh, I need more freaking seeds. There you go. I was annoyed, but yeah, during the second lockdown, doctors were closed. I had to wait a whole month to be seen. It was a day before the announcement by Jacinda. She did the right thing. Like, I basically owe Jacinda my life, and I think the criticism that she gets now is not warranted. And I kind of owe my life to her, to be honest. If she didn't do what she did, there was a good chance I could have got COVID, and knowing what I know now, probably wouldn't have made it. I was annoyed because my appointment was cancelled and my left leg was bruised. My left arm, too, and right foot was fractured. I found out because I didn't have an MRI sooner. I found out 3 months later I had a 9mm cyst on your right ankle. Ooh, that's nasty. So COVID didn't help my situation back then, especially since the GPs were closing clinics. I wasn't paying for the ambulance trips to the ED. You wouldn't pay. Why would you pay for the ambulance trips? You're in New Zealand now. Why would you don't pay for the ambulance trips? What are you on about? I've never paid for an ambulance trip. Alright, dart over here. Yeah. Alright, let's go plant some stuff. There we go. Do we have seeds? Alright, well, fungi. Let's go for fungi. I should go flush. And the rhubarb. Where is the rhubarb? One day I'll get my spreadsheet out again. I should do that. That's one rhubarb. I mean that I wasn't going to be stupid and call them. I remember Dad called me a big baby for falling down. It was that time. Why would your dad do that? Your dad sounds like a jerk. Imagine like your kid getting hurt and you're going, "Stop being a big baby." Like, what the fuck? Oh, you hurt, big baby. Oh, you hurt. Like, Dad, what are you doing? You're like, Dad, stop being a dick. Couldn't imagine my dad doing that. Alright, well, take over here. Alright, well, it's 7 o'clock. Time for me to switch over and get a coffee and have a quick break. As per my routine. Just dump that. Actually, we'll go over to here. It is coffee time. It is coffee and medication time. The best and worst part of my day. Because the best part is coffee. The worst part is the medication because it makes me a bit loopy. But my ADHD medication kicks us shortly after, so it's alright. ASMR rattling. That's all my meds. At the moment, I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different meds in the morning. That's the morning. In the noon, I take 1. And the evening, I take 1, 2, 3, 4. It's only 4. That needs to go there. I got a stack of those. Cool. Aquamarine. Alright, Dave, you're getting distracted. Dave, you're not stopping. Why aren't you stopping? It's because I got something in my head that I want to do before I do, and I have to finish it before I go on my break. It's like, why? Why, Dave? There is literally no reason why you need to do it. Why are you moving the coconuts now? That was not even your thing. You're just moving the gems. Why are you moving the coconuts now? That's stupid. Don't move the coconuts. That wasn't even your thing that you were doing before. Now, yeah, you focus on what you need to complete, even though it's kind of bugging you that you didn't put the coconuts in the right spots. And you didn't actually make the coconuts look pretty. I don't care. Just put that down and then go take your medicine, take your damn coffee. Alright. There we go. Alright. I would have hugged you. Don't hug me. I don't like being hugged. Don't hug me. I'm scared. Dave still talks about the cases today. Honestly, I didn't want to know due to my social anxiety disorder. Yeah, he didn't realize it was so bad until a month later. Yeah, dads are dumb, and most people like blame Jacinda. Like, don't blame fucking Jacinda. Jacinda did what we should have done and saved probably a lot of lives. There's probably a lot of people that had a condition similar to mine that didn't know that they were sick, and if they got COVID, they would have died. I think just the way I see it, if there was the other party was in charge, I don't think we would have got out of it with a lot of people alive still. I love the... You know what made me laugh yesterday? You know that, like, during COVID, everyone had that conspiracy that, you know, if you get the vaccination, you're gonna die. Or, like, your DNA is gonna be changed and all that stuff. And they had this theory, the conspiracists had this theory that people with vaccinations were going to start dying after a year. Notice that hasn't happened. None of that has happened. They have found, though, to be fair, they have found some people that got the vaccination had some issues with their menstrual cycles. And there has been some concerns about hearts and so forth, but they've got a suspicion that's more from actually getting COVID than the vaccination itself. Because that's what they're finding is with COVID. Now, I haven't seen the documentary. I don't think a documentary should have really been made until well after the fact. So I kind of disagree with that, but I don't think she should be getting so much shit. Every morning I take 4 regulars, 1 for diabetes, 1 for heartburn. What? Heartburn? Anxiety and allergies. Just the normals. Just the normals. I take Entresto, Rubifin, and a whole bunch of others that I can't really pronounce. I've got a list. Hold on. Got my medication in my hand now. That's one thing that a lot of people actually don't know about the heart transplant list is you actually need to be fully vaccinated to be on it. So there's a lot of anti-vax people that get rejected off the heart transplant list, and then they take it to the Human Rights Tribunal to try and get it overturned, but it never works. I'm not saying that's funny. I just think it's quite silly. Like, so if someone comes up to you and goes, "All right, dude, you need a heart transplant or you're going to die," and you're going, "Well, I'm not vaccinated, so so can you give me a non-vaccinated heart?" And they turn around and go, "That's not actually possible because we can't control everybody else. Your immunity gets destroyed when you get a new heart. If you get any of these diseases, you will die after we give you the heart. So you need to be fully vaccinated before we give you a heart." And they're like, "Nah, that's against my rights." It's like, well, we're not going to give you a heart then, because why would we waste nearly close to $1 million of resources on you if you're not even going to get a vaccination or look after it? Apparently, so many people have taken it to the Human Rights Tribunal. It's just never worked. None of them have ever been able to overturn. Then eventually they just get the vaccinations anyway and get on the list. I'm sorry, like, part of getting a heart transplant or a transplant in any regard is that you have to suppress your immunity. Why would any doctor put in so much work just knowing the person's just going to get sick, like, immediately afterwards and die? The risk is way high, way too high to do that. They'll just give it to somebody else that will play by the rules. See, this is a list of meds this is my medical book that I take everywhere that has everything about my medical stuff in it. And that's my current medications. My lovely girlfriend typed that up for me. My age is wrong. She is a star. Sorry, she had too much information. Nah! There's never too much information. I probably would say a lot gross things. I had more gross things to say. Anyway, I'm gonna get you a coffee, and we'll take a break, and we'll be back shortly. We'll be back in a sec. There we go, back. Hey, Kiwi. I haven't seen you for a while. I have been. Still alive. Still attached to a heart machine. One day I'll get my heart. I still need the council to remove Down syndrome off your records. A blood test to confirm I don't have it. That's possible. Please tell me you got the horsey DLC. I did get the horse DLC. But we're not... See, I'll ride my stupid horse now. There you go. Happy. Happy. And look, there's stupid Tinkerbell too. Look at her. Look how stupid she is. Let's look how stupid Tinkerbell is. She's stupid. Can't believe you made me do that. Made me look at Tinkerbell. What do I gotta do? Fungi. Fungi? Fungi. That was epic. I'm sure it was. I think the worst thing about the DLC was definitely Tinkerbell. I'm just glad that finally she's in the game so people can just shut up about her. Oh, the fungi's taking ages to spawn. We could do fresh memories. This one's gonna suck. Well, I mean, I need to level up her anyway. Was she quite wanted? Very wanted. Everyone wanted to think about in the game. Just glad we finally ripped the band-aid off. Everyone can shut up about her. Alright, we are going to... We need to farm something. I need to replant these. So how about we go... Yeah, we'll go plenty of seeds. Alright. I'm just hoping memories pop out, really. There we go. Are you still playing, Kiwi? We do cotton next. What's this one? Feels like that needs to be planted there. Oh, damn it. Don't want to do that. From time to time, I will take the it'll take me attention for a whole week, then stop for a couple of months, no idea why it's like. I think it's just that kind of game. I think the problem is this game doesn't have enough to really keep you engaged from like a more casual point of view. You kind of have to just do it. You have to pretty much put a lot of energy into it. But if they add more network elements, like, you know, they added the dream teams, which I like, and that's slowly kind of adding that element to it where you can just casually like log in and see what's going on. I do like the idea that we can check out how other members of the streams are doing, like Spy and Teresa, and anyone else that wants to join. You're more than welcome to. All right. Well, farm. Need cotton. Always need more cotton. Where do we buy cotton from? Memory, there we go. You need to join. You're more than welcome to join, Joe, if you want to. Invite is always open until we fill up the team, and then we have to get a little bit more selective who's in the team. Not even sure how to. Well, what you would do is you go to Dream Teams, and there'll be a little community code here. So that's 565-936-354. That's 565-936-354. And then you go to I can't remember. I think you only can do it if you're not part of a team already, but you should be able to put in that code, and it should pop up on my end with an invitation that you want to join. And you can invite recent players, so we can invite you if you were on this list, and that's mainly people that have come around to see your village and so forth. And you can always keep in contact with everybody on the Discord as well, because at the moment everybody that's in the Dream Team is on the Discord, I believe. What we'll do... Where is... Don't have a vacuum here. Why don't I have a vacuum? Oh, I've got 2 vacuums up here. Why have I done that? That's a bit silly, Dave. It's probably me just being lazy. Alright, let's see if we can memory. Damn it. Memory. Curses! Alright, go. Okay, well done. Cool. You're more than welcome to join, Joe. Though if I don't see you for another 2 years and I fill up my team and I need to make a slot open, you might be kicked. So you need to make sure you visit me within 2 years. Alright. Whether this game will be still around in 2 years, who knows? The way certain games are, I don't know if this game is built to be non-online, because it's always technically online, and I hate for it to be one of those games that are just like, you know what, we're gonna shut it down now because we can. That's been done. 1, 2. Which one am I missing? Oh yeah, they're all growing. I don't know what I should do. I should just earn Dreamlight. I'll do that one. But tomorrow is also Dinkum Day, so if anyone wants to come over for Dinkum Day, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, I'm going to reorganize Dreamlight Valley, like the proper Dreamlight Valley, this Dreamlight Valley, to be like more of a storage area. So all my stuff is here. But every character's here going to be here too. And I realize the game can't handle every character being there, so some characters just don't turn up. Here we go. What's the next one? I love how it looks like both you and your character are wearing the same jacket. Well, this is a robe, but yeah, I normally wear a leather jacket in real life. But I've noticed, because I've gained a lot of weight since getting sick, I'm not proud of it. But the jacket's fitting me less and less, which I'm not happy about. I'm getting fat. I don't want to be fat. I'm gonna be fat, and then my partner will leave me because I'm fat, even though she told me she wouldn't. She doesn't like it when I make that joke. Alright, I'm gonna fix these things. Where should I put them? I'll put them here. My parents are camping at the moment, and we're currently having a storm throughout the country. And so my sister's giving me updates, and they're currently trapped. So nothing I can do, because water and electrical hearts don't really work hand in hand, so I can't go out and rescue them. But apparently their camper van's trapped at the moment. But they're fine. They're on the high ground and everything. Oh, this Finn's still there. He just sits there. Anyway, what was I doing? Alright. Feed a raccoon, field a crocodile. We'll bring 2 gifts to her. Hold up. Look at this. Definitely don't seem much like summer at the moment, beside the mugginess. Yeah. Yeah, we've had a bad summer. To be honest, we haven't really had a good. I mean, we've had like a couple of days, only days, where it's been okay. Like last week was pretty hot, but outside of that, like yeah. I'll sell 2 fish. Right. Lady's nearly leveled, so we might do a level 10 quest, and also spend some time with some characters. I think it's this one. Okay. Where's Moana? It's annoying, but I mean it's one of those things. You can't control it. And sometimes you just have a bad summer, and that's just the way it goes. You have two options. You either piss or moan about it, or just accept it and move on, really. And I'm lucky I'm in a situation where it's not exactly I can just go swimming. Can't really go in the ocean. Find me. What is this? Trying to have a phone in my pocket. Where did I put the squid? I think this is going to be one of my next projects, is tidying up all this crap. My house isn't a meter underwater this Valentine's Day. It's good considering the weather waffle, yeah. Well, yeah, I know. I mean, the problem is the weather's only going to get worse because we've kind of messed up the planet a little bit. Yay! I've leveled her to level 10. Finally. Alright, we're going to do her level 10 quest, and then we'll be able to put away the leveling machine. Because we don't need it anymore. But we need to start hanging out with Goofy. Where is Goof? Where are you, Goofy? Is he sleeping at home? Yeah, he is at home. Alright, we'll go over to his home. Which one is it? But yeah, we've messed up the planet enough, and I hate how the whole people every time it's cold, like extreme cold, everyone goes, "What happened to global warming?" It's like, well, it's not really. That's how it works. The planet is warming up, so the weather ends up being more erratic. It doesn't mean everywhere is warm. It just means the Earth can't balance itself out, so it gets more extreme. Well, that was fast. That's what she said. Nailed it. Nailed it. Alright, we'll do a quest. We're gonna speed run out. Can't be bothered. There we go. Whoop. Should do. Oh yeah, I need fancy furniture. Okay. I need that the burnt peanut. Like every time he like burns someone, he just plays that music. Do. Find posh furniture and later. All right, fine. Damn, Dave. What did you expect? I'm a 30-something-year-old man that was given an opening. I took it. Well, oh yeah, I thought the game froze for a second. This area doesn't perform. Actually, let me go. First thing I do is get rid of my leveling machine because it makes this whole not realm, the whole section really laggy because it's generating all these snippets. So I'm just gonna get rid of all the snippets and then everything, and then get rid of all the machines because I'm not gonna get rid of the machines while the lag's bad. What are they for? They're for my leveling machine. So this is my leveling machine. So whenever I need a level, say, And this is why I leveled the character so fast, is I use this machine, because every single one, every snippet is experience that the companion gets, or the character gets. So if you notice Goofy, even though he's level 10, he'll still get stars above him, because every single one of them gives him levels, and it levels the pets as well, the companions. So all the characters and pets. And it generates every hour, so pretty much you just do it once an hour, or every time you log in, and then you get to level 10. That's what my leveling machine's for. Or max ones as well. Why do you think I leveled them so fast? And so before every update, what I used to do is plant them up and set up the machine, and then go for it. Alright, now let's go to Lady Tramp. Alright, let's find the stuff. Alright, that's the portrait frame. Yeah. Where's the other stuff? Is it? Posh chair and posh curtain stand. Not finding them anywhere. I would have thought it'd be one in here. Check it here. Alright, so it's not in here either. What am I missing? I need to stop doing a guy look and actually look. I'm not having any luck whatsoever. So it wasn't here. Ah, there's a chair. Ah, I didn't think it would be like right here. There's a posh curtain stand now. What the fuck is a curtain stand? Ah, that. Cool. Alright. Now what? Go to Lady's house. God damn it. I like it Lady and Tramp have a damn house, but Olaf doesn't. Oh shit. I just got a text message from work. Due to the wild weather and associated warnings, Wellington, Marston, Palmerston North, and Wanganui sites are closed today. Please follow your local civil defence advice leaders. Weather's pretty bad. They're closing sites at work. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not a good sign. Weather's pretty bad at Bear, it seems to be. I wish it was like school and they're like, you know, work's cancelled. Work is cancelled. You can all just go home. If only. If only. Alright, now what? And what do I need to place the posh bin? Okay. There we go. You happy? You happy? You gotta run. Good to see you, Dave. Good to see you too, Kiwi. Good to see me, man. Take care. Down those ways. Stay warm and toasty and game it up. I will, but I will have to be going to work in 20 minutes, so I will have to join. Fortunately, that's the annoying thing that COVID did have. It proved everyone could work at home, so there's not really any getting out of work just because of the weather nowadays. Yeah, and make sure he's following me still. Yeah, he got still following me. Alright, that's the Joy and Alice, alright. I do like how they mix up all the Disney characters together as well. I think that's quite clever. I just wish they would do like more interactions and stuff. Alright, so we have to find all this stuff. Alright, we'll go to the mines first. So are we... Let's just check. Duties. Who's goofy? Yep, good. It's ticking off. I think when it says 20, you have to hang out with them for 20 minutes, but it doesn't really track it very well. Oh, saw this stuff. Alright. They really need to do more with these mines. I did like the whole that they used it for Simba's area, but it feels like they should be hiding the seven dwarfs in here and then just randomly dropping them in an update. Like, don't tell anyone, just start dropping them. All of a sudden you find like Sleepy in there, and then he mentions, like, he hints towards like the others being in there, and you slowly can discover all 7 of them over time. And maybe it's time locked, so like, you know, if you're a new player, you can discover one, and then like a week later, that's when the next one pops up. It would be cool if they did something like that. It's a lot of work to keep secret, and I think that's the problem. It's like, it's too big. Like, introducing characters is too big of a thing to just keep quiet, but it would be pretty cool. I think that's what also helps with keeping people engaged in the game, is not always just telling everyone exactly what the update includes, and just adding little secrets. And they're starting to do that a little bit more with the realm stuff. And now I'm looking for the camera in the Glades River. I'm guessing it's a river here. There it is. And I think that's why everyone got so like engaged when the potato stuff was happening. Is because it was like not something that was broadcast and it was just done. And I would love for them to do that. And everyone's had this theory about secret characters for a while, but they've never really done anything with it. And like Mickey's secret room, I don't know, add a little bit of mystery to it and theory crafting. I mean, that will help with some of the more quality of life stuff that they're not getting right. And it kind of divert people away from the spaghetti incident. What the hell? What the hell is this? Catch the rolling spaghetti. What? Get out of me. Get out of me. Not get out of me. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here, stupid spaghetti. Now what do I do with it? Show the rolling spaghetti to lady. Alright, we'll do that in a sec. We've got a lot of crap, don't we? Alright, let's go. Repair this stuff, alright. Now remember, we don't do any quests outside of the stream, so if you're worried about missing anything, don't worry. I will not be progressing. Some stuff here. Go. Anything else we want to dump here? No, gems. Still got a stack of those I need to get rid of. I've got these as well. Yep, need more fungi. Fungi. Alright. Well. Unbundle that. Place the laden train portrait outside any wind valley. Alright, cool. Actually, we'll try and plant it. No, we'll just plant here. I'm gonna get rid of all lady and tramp stuff anyway. Move into a different area. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, Dave. It looks beautiful. Oh. Place a new canap one and the wall. Okay. Which wall? Place the canine family portrait on a wall in Lady in the Tramp's house. Was it there? Alright, there. Cool. There we go. Why would I want to pet Pegasus? There we go. They need to be giving like masculine alternatives whenever they give these rewards. That's really annoying just to get dresses, because I'm never going to wear dresses, man. It's not me. And that's not digging on dresses, it's just I don't wear dresses. There we go, that is all done. So we'll do the spaghetti incident now, which is a surprising quest that I found. But let's just do that one. Make sure this guy is still following me. Cool. Alright, so let's figure out the spaghetti one. I wish there was more content. I got through it in 2 days start up. Yeah, and that's the thing which they need to focus on is I get the spreading out some of the timed events as well, which is good, and they're trying to make the events a little bit more meaty. But I mean, the only thing that's really going to keep people engaged, to keep their player count high, is stuff like this. They need to really focus on that multiplayer aspect of it. Add a team chat. I know we've talked about many times about why that's problematic, but add stuff like that, like add in chat, add in reasons to play the game outside of content drops. And I think trying to improve that multiplayer component is definitely going to be critical for the longevity of the game. It's just a question of whether they want to locate the scent of spaghetti on the beach. Let's get to the beach. Yeah, I think I've always wondered why it's so limited, and when you actually look up, I'm on the beach. When you look up Unity, the game engine that this game is based off, it actually mentions a lot of limitations when it comes to networking. So I can understand how or why they can't. And one specifically thing is it needs to load the assets and stuff, and it doesn't really have something built in to allow smooth multiplayer connectivity, which is surprising how well done. And that's why I think why Dinkum got so much props, because they managed to manipulate the Unity engine to make it work with multiplayer as well as it does. But looking at online and looking at Reddit, the Unity game engine isn't supposed to work that way. So the fact that we get what we get at the moment is actually pretty good. And so I've got a little bit more sympathy about Dreamlight Valley not offering more of a multiplayer product. That said, that doesn't mean the game needs it or not. It just means it's going to be a lot harder to implement what we kind of want them to do. So I think the best angle they could go on is Dream Teams, have that chat included, and have some kind of team activity that everyone works for every week, and everyone gets a reward out of it. I think that would be a good idea. Like a team goal that everyone kind of like works towards every week. And it's kind of like Dream Snaps, and everyone gets moonstones as a result. Because I'm terrible at Dream Snaps. I'm not very good at it. I tried. There was a period, and I think we kind of involved the stream as well, of me trying to act like I gave a shit about it, and I just didn't care, and it's really hard to care. I'm a grinder. I'm someone that kind of just likes grinding and gathering heaps of supplies and stuff. Yeah, I don't mind doing that and then donating it to a goal. And that would be good. Should swap those around. I want to get my valleys with an S, in a really good state before I step away from the game. And I think at the moment I'm just not there yet. Alright. Return to Lady. Okay. Alright, Corp Jackson's creeping me out. Alright. I think the one thing that does bother me, and I understand why they can't do it now that I've kind of done some research, is being able to do quests while people come over to your village. I kind of wish people could do that. Like, I love to just be chilling out and all of a sudden people are just popping in, running through and visiting, like, Scrooge's shop and stuff. Like an actual, you know, busy village. Crap, I don't know how much I need from each one. No, that's unlocked too, alright. What's the daily quest for that? What happens to the quest that I just got? That's weird. Oh, is it that one? Okay. We'll get rid of that, because I hate having quests. Wait, what do I need for it? Speedy, no. One, two, three. About team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, alright, where are we? Where's Jack? Jack. He runs all. Oh, he's hiding in this corner. Damn it.
It's time for craft, cunning, and mischief. Would you like to see something fantastically strange?
There we go. Where's Remy? Where's Remy? Oh. The group is nearly over. And I'll probably stay logged in just to tick off Mickey and all that stuff. Cool. Alright, well, what's this whole Anna quest about? Where is she? Where is Anna? She's not showing up. Is she at home? Where is Anna? She's at home, damn it. Alright, well, Goofy's done. Which one? Daisy. Let's go Daisy.
Looks like a beach day to me.
Cool. Start ticking off Daisy. And we've already got 3 minutes, so we'll kind of just wind down a little bit. Instead of diving into the next thing, but we will do more quests on Wednesday. Then once all the quests are done, we're going to finish the remodel of the 4 Dreamlight Valley, moving everything around. And then we'll start working on the individual areas, which will be interesting. Where's my machine? Damn it, I need one more. That's just annoying. So when everyone arrives, I put the entrance to it here. Really just to annoy everybody with the trumpeting. Then you have to go through here. To come up here, you have to go through the downtown area. Get to the storage areas. But I'll probably... what else should I put here? Where did I put the stalls? I think I put the stalls over here, didn't I? Yeah, I put Christoph's stall here. Maybe I'll put it... yeah. Put it there. So it's kind of in everyone's face when it comes in, and then Goofy's joint. Here a little bit. It's always going to be a work in progress. One of the annoying things about this game, you always just want to tweak things. But yeah, I'll tick off Mickey and Daisy, and hopefully we can tick off a lot of these rewards. Oh look, we're on tier number 2 now. And slowly just dig into that, and eventually we'll get that. I'm really looking forward to that. I think that's a really cool food place, and that will be really cool in my my food market. That's why I kind of want to wait until I get to that point. And I know it's a bonus reward. It's going to be one of the last things we can probably unlock, which is very frustrating. But I think it will be a look really good. And I'll probably want to... not sure what else to get here. The greenhouse looks pretty cool, and that would suit really well in my garden. It's just the cost of it, man. It's quite expensive. And I kind of want to do that and then use the fence there. There's kind of a border there, but I kind of like that as well. It's a hard one. I haven't really worked out how I want to do it. Anyway, it is 8 o'clock, so we will leave it there. I'm trying to find Lady, but I guess she's not in here. But yeah, we'll leave it there. So thanks everyone for popping along. Thanks Teresa, thanks Spy, thanks Yasmin, thanks Joe, thanks Kiwi. It's good to see all you guys again, especially you, Joe and Kiwi. It's good to hear from you once more. But I'll be back on tomorrow, as I always am. Well, not always, but as I try to be. We'll be playing Dinkum, and it's always an open invite, so if you want to play with me, you're more than welcome to join. So if you see me playing Dinkum on stream, you can join. So just keep that in mind. I just want to move the sign a little bit. Don't know if I like it there. I'll put it there. There you go. That's right up over that now. Dave, you're getting distracted again. Dave, this is what you always do. Alright. Just give me a sec, Dave. There we go. We'll go like that. No, do that. We'll fix it up later. So yeah, we'll be back on, and yeah. And we'll be playing Dreamlight again on Wednesday. And we'll play it Wednesday, Fridays, and Dinkum Tuesdays and Thursdays. But who knows?